So far, we've looked at man, and now we're going to look at the things that people do. And here we have a beautiful garden. We're going to look at gardening or horticulture. That means looking after gardens. Gardening is probably one of the oldest professions in the world, and the most ancient thing that people did was eat the fruits of the earth, the things that grow out from the ground. And of course the very first work of Adam was looking after the garden. So here we have a gardener. Here he is, and he's looking after the garden. Right? There's a gardener here looking after the garden. And the gardener can dig in a garden plot. So he digs in the ground. With a spade, you can use a spade, which is here on the ground. There's the spade. Can you see it there? It's got a flat thing on the bottom. Or we can use a mattock, which is pointed like that, for digging into the ground. And you can make flower beds. Here are some flower beds here. And also places where he can plant trees, which we can see here. This is called an arbor, A-R-B-O. An arbor is like a garden but for trees. And he also sets seeds in the ground, and he plants. A tree gardener, here's a tree gardener looking after trees. He plants trees in an orchard, if they're fruit trees, and he grafts on. Here he's grafting. He's putting one branch and attaching it to the stock with a graft. He can fence his garden in different ways, either with a mound of earth, or he can use a stone wall like that to protect his garden. Here's a stone wall. Or we can use a rail, like we see here, little rail around the garden. Right? Or he can use pales, which we see here, these bits of wood sticking up. These are called pales, which surround the garden. Or he can use a hedge also. And here we have a hedge growing around the garden. And the hedge is made of hedge stakes and bindings which bind it together, and then the plants grow on the hedge. Or he can use nature. For example, he could just use thorn bushes. We don't have them in this garden, it's far too pretty. A garden is beautified with walkways, which we can see here, right? Paths, and also galleries. Here, these are galleries, right, to make the garden look pretty. And it can be watered with fountains. Here's a fountain watering the garden, or with a watering pot. Here's the gardener watering the garden using a watering can or watering pot.